Aid organisations are struggling to reach remote villages affected by last week's earthquake in Afghanistan. More than 1,000 people were killed by the magnitude 6.1 earthquake.
To reach the region hit hardest by the earthquake, you need to travel through some of Afghanistan's most challenging terrain. A week on, this long and arduous route is still the only way much needed help can get to this disrupted landscape. In this village in Bermal district, more than 50 people were killed, entire families wiped out. Mohammed Roshan lost 18 members of his family. He wants the world to see what little is left of his home. I ask him how he feels looking at his house like this. So far, Mohammed's managed to bury 17 of his relatives. He's convinced one more body is still trapped in the rubble. Inside his new home, a tent with the most basic facilities, lies his sister with a broken leg. It's a rarity women in these tribal villages are allowed to speak out. But covering her face, Bibi Hawa wants us to know how she still hasn't had a visit from a doctor. I'm in pain. I can't walk, she tells us. All but a few homes in this village have been flattened, the water supply cut off. Habibullah lost 6 people from his family. He, like everyone else, is calling for help to rebuild his home. 7-year-old Mohammed has badly damaged his leg, and with the doctor here for just a short time, he needs treatment. The pain will eventually ease, but the grief of losing the rest of his family will live with this boy forever. In the neighbouring village of Lawara, there is more stable, continued support. International aid agencies have managed to set up bases to assist those who've lost everything. Dr. Tafiq was one of the first responders on the ground.
So we are treating patients with trauma. So we receive different type of trauma fractures and infected wounds.
The destruction in this district is unimaginable, and the problem now many villages face are aftershocks and landslides. Over a week on from one of Afghanistan's deadliest earthquakes, and this medical hub is treating over 100 people a day. They don't know how long they're going to be here for. Someday, though, the aid agencies will pull out, but leaving is not an option for those who survived this earthquake. They face many months, perhaps years, literally having to rebuild their broken lives. Inzamam Rashid, Sky News, Bermal in Afghanistan.